Hello everyone. First of all, a very good morning to all and hope everyone is doing well. So this is the first demo class of SAP ABAP on HANA. I am Sujit, your trainer come mentor throughout this course, and I'll be touring you across the path of ABAP to make you a fulfilled or a full-time ABAP consultant by end of this course. I in total have 9 years of teaching experience in ABAP, wherein I extended my support as a corporate trainer as well for many MNCs, and this training period is going to last for 3 to 3.5 months, and it's going to be a full-on corporate training. Okay, so what I mean by corporate training means, suppose you get a job initially in as a fresher in some company, then there will be some training that you will be getting from that company, correct? So this training will be similar to that because I've trained people in corporates too, so how I know how things work over there. So you'll be getting a similar training here. Means every naming convention that we use, the terminology that we use, the way that we speak about SAP, everything will be similar to how you will be speaking of in your real-time projects, right? So we call it as on-job training. Okay, instead of normal conventional training procedure, you will get an on-job training, which means every single day that you spend here in creating stuff is similar to the day that you are spending in a project, real-time project. Okay, so we don't do a pattern that first we will teach you theoretical and practical sessions, and at the end of the course content we will be giving you a real-time project. So that's how normal training procedures work, but we don't do that. Okay, so every single day that you practice here is equal to you working in your project, right? And in addition to all these things, you'll also be getting a complete interview questions document. You'll be getting each and every concept-wise, step-by-step document. Will also help you in in your mock interviews and resume preparations too. Okay, so this is in general about my introduction, what you're gonna get in this course, what you can expect, your takeaways, etc., etc., right? So let me just quickly show you a glimpse of how the documentation is going to look like. Give me a minute, I'll just start sharing. Okay, I hope my screen is visible, right? So these are all the documents that you're going to receive as part of this training. So starting with from here till end, every single document will be shared to you, and all these documents are handwritten documents. Means these are not something that are downloaded from web, from Google, right? We have spent endless efforts, days, weeks, months in creating these documents so that students should have a seamless experience when it comes to learning, right? So if I open just one for you to see how detailed the documentation looks like. One moment. Let me open it in the PDF format. Okay, yeah, this is how you're gonna get a PDF format too. So I open it in the PDF format. Okay, so this is how you're going to get your documentation. So every single thing will be well documented in a step-by-step manner, because at the later point of time, whenever you want to practice, it should be easy for you to practice, right? So that's the reason we have done it in the step-by-step manner. See, at later point of time, let's say if you are want to create a data element is one object in SAP. So if you want to create it, see, these are the steps that you have to follow. So each and every step that is required. So click on yes button, click on enter button. Even that is covered in the step-by-step document. Okay. Now the reason for giving you such detailed documentation is, see, we are teaching you everything in ABAP, right? From A to Z, everything in ABAP. But it is not necessary that every single project that you're going to get in real time is going to have a requirement of all these concepts. Means, let's say after the training period, you got a job in one company or in one project. So in that project, you did not work on any enhancements. Okay, this is one topic this you did not work on for a certain period of time. Let's say after 3 years or 4 years, the current project is complete. You get a new project. In the new project, they are asking for enhancements. But since you haven't practiced or you haven't used enhancements since past 3 years, you will definitely not remember anything. That's human tendency of forgetting stuff. If you're not practicing or if you're not doing stuff regularly, we'll lose the knowledge, right? So after 3 years, if you want to again, just have a quick brush up on how enhancements work, how to create and stuff, all you have to do is just come here, open up the document, and there it is, right? Every single thing is again well documented in this. All you have to do is read through it and find stuff. Okay, so that's how to make that to give that flexibility to the students. We have spent hours and hours in creating these documents, right? So you'll be getting each and every that is available here. And additional to this, there is also an interview question document wherein it's a 200 plus pager, sorry, 127 pager uh, document with each and every single interview question that you might get, no matter which company you're giving the interview for. Because the way this interview document is created is we have taken we have uh, tutored hundreds of students before you, and we have taken feedback of each and every student that went through the interview process. After taking the feedback from them on the questions that were asked in that interview, we have created this. So each and every question that is there in this document is a question that was already asked somewhere in some interview. Okay, that's how this document is created. So we are pretty sure apart from this document, you're not going to get even single question. And this is also segregated as per the topics. So the document, the initial documents are first of all segregated as per the topics. Even these are segregated as per the topics. Right. See, this is data dictionary. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll find a few more like this, like that. Right. Everything is segregated. We don't want to club everything into single stuff. So every single thing is segregated into different parts. Okay. Right. So again, also there are few couple of resumes templates that we'll be sharing you that you can use when applying for any interviews and stuff. So that's pretty much about what you're gonna get. The complete documentation, the training period, etc., my introduction and stuff. So before we get into the demo, if any one of you are having any questions, please feel free to ask. So that question could be related to subject, topic, anything that I've said till now, or anything about additional about your training, etc. Anything, anything if you want to ask, it's an open form. You can feel free to ask. Okay, I'll take it that you are not having any questions. So fine, we'll start with the current sessions demo. And whenever I'm teaching any stuff, no matter today or down the line after in these 3 months, at any point of time, if you're having any query, any doubt, don't hesitate to stop me in between and ask the doubt. Okay, get it clarified immediately. Okay, please don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, you're not going to understand the next coming up topic. If you don't understand today's topic, then you'll definitely not understand tomorrow's topic, because everything is interrelated, everything is dependent on each other. So please don't hesitate to ask any query. Don't hesitate that what will people think in like other people think in the call if I ask a silly doubt and all, right? There is nothing called as a silly doubt. Okay, every single doubt you'll ask is valid. Okay, so please don't hesitate. Okay, so starting with introduction, what is SAP? Let me bring up the chat too. So if you don't want to speak for any reasons, you can also put your queries in the chat that is available in this meeting room. So just put it over there. I'll be monitoring the chat in between. So if you're comfortable, not comfortable with talking, you can also use the chat option. Okay. So what is SAP? First of all, SAP stands for System Application and Products. Okay, System Application and Product. So SAP is a multinational German company who has created the software called SAP. The purpose of SAP is it integrates the business processes of a company, right? So what is integrating a business processes in a company means? See, one company will have different areas that they have to go through in order to complete their business cycle. Okay, so I'll not complicate stuff. Let's take a real-time example. Let's say uh, Cadbury. Okay, Cadbury is a well-known company. Cadbury, they make chocolates, correct? So let's say now Cadbury wants to sell their chocolate, create, sell their chocolate. Okay, so now to sell one single chocolate, what does Cadbury has to do? First of all, they have to procure the raw materials. Procure means buy the raw materials, correct? They have to get the cocoa beans, sugars, emulsifiers, etc., etc. All the ingredients that goes to in making a chocolate, they'll have to procure that. That is called material procurement. Material procurement, material buying. So this is one business process, right? Because they have to select one vendor, means from whom they should buy it, what will be the charge for it, any discounts, etc., etc. stuff. They'll have to go through all that. So that is one business process, right? Material procurement. After procuring the materials, they will have to manufacture the chocolate. They'll have to process their beans, etc. stuff, melt the chocolate, etc. and all that, right? All that comes under manufacturing process. So manufacturing process is one business process, one work process. After manufacturing, they will need to package their product. Okay, that is also one business process. After packaging, immediately they'll not be selling it, correct? They'll have to store the chocolate somewhere till they get an order from a distributor. Till they get an order, they have to store it somewhere in a godown or in inventory, right? So that is also one business process. Storage, inventory management is one business process. Now, after receiving a sales order, okay, means after they get an order from a customer or a distributor, they'll have to ship their product. Okay, that is also one business process. Shipping or delivery. Shipping or delivery is one business process. After the delivery, they'll have to issue the invoice to the to the customer. So in issuing the invoice is one business process, and they have to collect the amount equal to the uh, product that they have sold. So that is again one business process, collecting the amount. After collecting the amount, they'll have to do the accounting, like balance sheets, ledger, etc., etc. They have to create. So that is also one business process. So to integrate these many business processes manually is not possible, correct? Because Cadbury is a global company. They do business in each and every part of the continent. Across the continents, they have their business. Now, if SAP relies on manual labor or human labor in order to integrate all this stuff, it's never gonna happen. Not at all possible. Correct? That is the reason. That is where SAP kicks in. Okay. SAP helps in integrating all these work processes. Means it creates a link between all these business processes in order to automate the operations. Okay, so it quickly automates the operations. It makes sure that there is no delay in operational stuff. Means one after the other, everything has to go smoothly. That's what SAP does. Okay, so that's high level explanation of what SAP does and why SAP is the global ERP vendor. So SAP is a global, like there are many ERP vendors in the market like Salesforce, Oracle, etc., etc. Many people are there, but SAP is the biggest or the highest selling product in the market. Okay, so SAP does 16 trillion transactions per year. Every single year, 16 trillion transactions happens in SAP, and 70% of the businesses across the world runs on SAP. 70%. Okay, even Google, Amazon, Facebook, and all they also run on SAP. The transaction that happens in all these companies runs on SAP only. All the FANG companies, all the big four consulting companies, every single company uses SAP. 70% of the global companies uses SAP for $16 trillion transactions in a year. That's a very huge amount. Okay. Now, when we talk about SAP, it's often said that SAP is a very huge ocean. There are many things in it. It's not possible for us to learn complete SAP. You might have heard about it, okay, before coming into, you know, uh, inquiry at the training institute. You might have done your research. That is true. Everything you have heard about SAP is true. SAP is a very huge ocean. You can never learn everything in SAP. Never learn. Even if you spend all your time, 50, 60 years of your time, you cannot still learn complete SAP. It's not possible. Okay. So that is the reason SAP is segregated into modules, right? So modules means parts. SAP is divided into different parts. So mainly it is called functional and technical. Okay, functional versus technical. So functional means I've just explained you the business scenarios, correct? Material procurement, manufacturing, packaging, inventory management, sales and distribution, delivery, invoicing, accounting. Like that, I've told you different business processes. So every single business process in SAP will have a separate module. Okay, every single business process of a company will have a separate module in SAP. Example first SD. SD means sales and distribution. Okay, all the sales related activities are taken care by your SD consultant, SD functional consultant. Okay, every single sales activity. Then MM means material management. All the material related activities, like initially we discussed now, material procurement or storage of material, these kind of things are taken care by material management team. Then FICO, finance and controlling. Finance and controlling. They are responsible for all the financial transactions of the company, like preparing the balance sheets, making sure the credit and debit are equal, creating ledger, creating journal entries, creating GL accounts, all these things. Every single thing that is related to finance is taken care by a FICO consultant. Then PM. PM means plant maintenance. All the manufacturing related activities that are there in your company are taken care by the PM team or manufacturing team. Okay. So like that, there are other modules also in SAP. These are not the whole modules. So we have SCM means supply chain management. We have MDG, master data governance. We have IBP, intellectual business processes. Like that, we have many modules in SAP. But these modules that I have explained now are some of the most important modules that are used in most of the companies. Okay, it is not necessary that each and every module of SAP is there in every project. Not necessary. Depending upon who your client is, your modules will be different. Okay, that is another story that we will discuss later on when we get into the subject. Okay, so now technical. Okay, technical modules. So technical modules, first ABAP. Now ABAP stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. Advanced Business Application Programming. That's what ABAP is. Okay. So the role of an ABAPer is we have to extract the data that is there in the database. First of all, at any given point of time, if any business transaction happens, be it selling or buying or return or discount, whatever it is, any business transaction, whenever it is happening, the data is stored in the database. Database is nothing but a storage place where your data is stored. It is like a memory card or a pen drive, but on a very larger scale. That's what it is a database. Okay. So every single business transaction that happens in a system is stored in the database. Now your client cannot directly see the data that is there in the database. Not possible. That's where ABAPer comes in. Our responsibility is to extract the data that is there in the database, process the data, and display the data. Okay, data extraction, data processing, data display. This is normal role and responsibility of an ABAPer. The everyday activity of an ABAPer. Download the data, extract the data, process the data, and display the data. This is what we will do. Okay. Then basis consultant. Basis means these are the people who are admin team of your system. Like they take care of all the system related activities. Like if I want to do a system upgrade, server maintenance, if the server is slow or if the people are not able to log into the server, or if you want to reset your passwords, issue user IDs to the people. These kind of admin related work is taken care by your basis team. Okay. Then BW. BW means business warehousing. So they are also called as analytics team. Okay, business analytics team. So they are responsible for displaying the data to the end user in analytical format. Analytical format means pictorial format. Means these bar diagrams, histograms, pie charts. Like in that manner, they'll display the data. Okay, that's what your BW team will do. All the data warehousing activities. Then BODS. BODS means it is very rarely used. They are responsible of transferring the data from one system to another system. Means if I want to clean my data cleansing or data sorting, making sure my data is proper, data migration. So everything that is related to data is taken care by your BODS team. Okay, so this is in general about functional versus technical. In technical, again, also we have many more, like we also have Fiori, we have EAI, we have PIPO, like that. We have other technical modules also, but the ones that are there here in the slide are most widely used. Okay, so any doubt, anyone in this slide? Okay, so please don't hesitate to get your doubt clarified, because that's the more you ask your questions, the better it is for you to get clarity on the subject, and that's going to help you down the line. Okay, so please don't hesitate if you're having any questions. Again, as I said earlier, if you are hesitant in asking any doubt, I mean, to speak, then you can put your query in the chat also. I can see there are no pings in the chat yet. If you want to ask anything in the chat also, you can ask. Okay, now moving on. So now that we have seen that there are these many modules in SAP, now that you've understood what SAP is, and there are these many modules in SAP, why should you choose ABAP? Why should you not choose other functional modules or other technical modules? Why? Okay. So first benefit as an ABAPer is, nowadays most of the projects that are there in the market are global. Global means a, a project or a client who is doing their business in different areas of the world. Take Cadbury only, for example, that we have taken earlier. Cadbury does their business across the world. Okay, it has business in every single time zone across the countries. Correct, every single time zone, 10 plus time zones. SAP does their, sorry, Cadbury does their business. Now let's say you got into Cadbury only. You got the client as Cadbury. Okay, you are working under Indian time zone ISTRs, but you have clients working in different time zones. US, UK, etc. Central, Eastern, and all the time zones. Central time zone, Eastern time zone, uh, US time zone, etc. etc. They are working in all these time zones. Now, if you have to connect with these clients, okay, if you have to connect with the client, then what you have to do? You cannot work in ISTRs because our IST time zone is different from their time zone. So you have to extend your work hours. Correct? You have to extend your work hours in order to connect with the client. It happens everywhere. But as a ABAPer, your benefit is you will never connect with the client. You will never connect with the client directly. It is the responsibility of the functional team to connect with the client, not ABAP. Okay, I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you placed an order in Amazon. Okay, some order, let's say 5,000 rupees order you have placed in Amazon. But after you place the order, your money got debited, but your order is not confirmed. Okay, happens, sometimes it happens that your money got debited but the order is not placed. So what is your immediate response? You will directly call the customer service representative. Correct, one person will get into a call with you. You will explain your issue. They'll tell you the what could have gone wrong, and they'll tell you that our technical team is working on it, we'll get back to you shortly. No matter if it's Amazon or any other customer service guy, take anyone, telecom or anyone, they are going to tell you the same thing. The technical team is working on it. We'll get back to you shortly. Correct? Now, to relate that same scenario with SAP, the functional team is nothing but the customer service team. Okay? To whom you have connected with. So the client always connects with functional team. And when the customer service guy tells that our technical team is working on it, the technical team is nothing but the backend team, the ABAP team. Correct? So this is how things work in real time. Your client will never connect with you. Because was there any time wherein you called a customer service guy and they have pulled in a technical team into the call? Never happens. Correct? You will never talk to the technical team. They are there, but you will never talk to them. Same thing here. As a ABAPer, you will never talk to the client. So no matter if it's midnight or early morning, it is the pain of your functional team that they have to connect with the client to understand their issue, and then they will explain you the issue. Okay, functional team will explain you the issue, not the client. Now, because of the same reason, you have the second benefit. Second benefit is communication. See, we should accept the fact that not everyone is very good at communication. Okay, be it because of our regional background or our educational background, whatever the reason is, not everyone is as good at communicating stuff. Okay, now since you are not directly connecting with the client, it's not necessary at all that you have exceptional communication skills. Not needed at all, because all you are doing is you are connecting with your functional team. Your functional team belongs to the same company. They'll sit next to you in your offices, right? Those are your functional teams. Basically, they are your colleagues. So you can talk in your regional language with them. Not no problem at all. Okay. So even though you're not having excellent communication skills, it's fine as an ABAPer. But functional consultants should have good communication skills because they have to connect with the client. Okay. Now, third benefit, system issues. So it is not okay. So it is very often seen that you will get issues like the server is not working or the server is down. People are not able to log in. These are very common issues, very pretty common issues in every place. Now these system issues can occur at any time. Okay, it can happen early in the morning, it can happen throughout the day or in the midnight and all. Now, who is the person responsible for every single system issue? Your basis team. What does ABAP team do whenever a system issue occurs? Nothing will do. It's not our pain. It's not our headache to fix a system issue. Right? It is your basis team who has to fix it. So if something is broken in midnight, your basis team has to log in and check. They have to check to fix the issue. In fact, your basis team has to work on weekends also. Basis is the only team who works on weekends. The reason for that is all the system upgrades. If I want to upgrade my system, or if I want to have a server maintenance, these kind of things cannot be done when business transactions are happening, when the business users are there in the system on the weekdays. Correct? Monday to Friday, everyone is working. So there are many people logging in and working. So you should not disturb their work, right? So that's why these maintenance activities should be done on the weekends. So basis is the only team who can do the maintenance activities. So they have to work on weekends also. It is a team which who has supports for 24 by 7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have to support. Okay. Now, next benefit is, see, I told you that no matter whichever whatever the issue comes in, your functional team connects with the end user and they'll tell that they'll connect with the technical team. Correct. Now there are many functional teams available in the SAP. We have seen it. Correct. Now every single functional team will need help of a BAPer. True. Because if some issue occurs in SD, if they need technical help, they'll reach out to a BAP. If something happened in MM, they need technical help, they reach out to a BAP. FICO, everything. No matter which functional team it is, they will always reach out to a BAP for any technical help. Because of which the number of ABAPers in a project are far more than any other consultant in the whole uh, project. Okay. See, I myself was in a project wherein we had like 78 or something. It was a total count of the project was 78. Out of that, 32 people were ABAPers. 32. So literally, approximately half of the project was of ABAPers only. 32 people. Largest team that I had was 32. Okay. Now the reason for that is an SD guy needs help on a mapper, MM needs help, FICO, PM, MDG, whatever that is there in your project, they need help. They need help of a mapper. Okay. So if you're having two people each in functional teams, you will have at least times three. means 2 into 3, 6 people at least in a BAP team. Okay? That's the benefit of a BAPer, that you will have larger team. Now the benefit of having larger team is, first benefit is, if you are stuck at any point, if you are having any doubt, there are more people whom you can reach out to, right? That's going, those people are going to help you. If some issue comes in SD, there are only two people. If one person is not aware of it, then they have to ask the second person. If the second person is also not aware of it, then what? No one can help them. But in ABAP, we have six people. Same scenario. Into three, two into three, six. You have six people in ABAP. So if one person is not aware of it, then there are five more people who can help you out. Correct? So that's the biggest benefit that you're going to get. Now, because of the same reason, you'll get one more benefit, that there, no matter which project it is, no matter which location it is, hiring of ABAP consultant is always larger than any other functional team, because everyone needs help of ABAPer. That means ABAP is always on demand. So ABAP is always on demand means ABAPer is also always in demand. So no matter which project it is, no matter which location it is, no matter which type of client it is, ABAP team is always the largest team. You will have most number of openings across SAP. You don't need to believe me. Just after this meeting or after this call, open any job searching platform, Naukri, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, your wish, anything that you prefer. Just to search SAP ABAP. See the number of openings that you're getting over there. Okay, your wish. Open any job searching platform and simply do a search of SAP ABAP in the jobs find job section. Any location, Hyderabad, Bangalore, your wish, anywhere that you want to find across India or outside India also, if you want to find, you can find it. You will see the number of openings with your eyes on your own. Then you can decide. Okay. Any doubts up until now? Okay. So now next question. To whom is SAP ABAP suitable? Okay. To whom is SAP ABAP suitable? First category is SAP functional consultant. SAP functional consultant. So these are the people who are currently working under SAP as a functional team under functional processes, but now they want to switch their career into ABAP. Okay, whatever the reason it is, but they want to learn ABAP. Okay, this is the first category. Then second category, students and recent graduates. Means these are the people who have completed their graduation recently, but for some unfortunate reason they were not able to secure a job. So now they want to have learn some software, so it is suitable for them. No matter which background you are from, means whatever the educational background is, SAP is good for you. Okay, I'll explain that in the next slide. Then career changes. So these are the people who are currently working in some IT or non-IT field, but now want to switch their career into a place wherein they can have a stable career. Okay, this is for you people. So the most category we receive are from career changes only. People who are currently working in some non-software domain, but want to move on to a software domain. Okay. Then why is SAP better than other programming languages? Okay. So now we have established the condition that SAP is a global market leader. We have different modules in SAP. We know that ABAP is better module in terms of learning uh, apart from other modules in SAP. But why should I even choose ABAP? There are other programming languages also. Like I have C language, C++, Java, MuleSoft, JS, jQuery, Salesforce, etc., etc. There are hundreds of softwares available in the market. Then why should I even choose SAP, or why should I choose ABAP over those programming languages? Okay. So first of all, the reason everyone is afraid to get into software is they're afraid of coding. Okay, hard known fact. People don't want to get into software because they don't want to code. They are against coding. They are afraid of coding. Hard known fact. No, the reason coding is tough is everyone says that. Everyone says coding is tough, but no one has ever questioned why is coding tough. Correct? Why is coding tough? Because you have to remember complicated syntaxes. Syntaxes means the way you write the code. There is a certain way you have to write the code, means an order that you have to follow in order to write the code. Okay, so in that order, you will have symbols in it. Okay, you will have English text, you will have numbers, you will also have symbols. All the three you have to combine in order to write the code. Now, is remembering words or English hard? No. Is remembering numbers hard? No. But is remembering symbols hard? Yes. Because we are not habituated to remember symbols. From as a child, you are taught to remember text and numbers. Correct? Alphabets you are trained to learn, and you are trained to learn numbers. But you're not trained to learn symbols anywhere. Not in school, not in your colleges, not never till now. That's what make coding stuff. Okay, that's what make your coding stuff. People can't remember symbols. Because of the symbols only, people can't write the code. Okay, that's what gives you the benefit in ABAP. In ABAP, you don't have weird symbols. In ABAP is simple, plain, pure, basic English. That's what ABAP is. If you can talk in English, if you can write in English, if you can understand English, you can write the code in ABAP. That is the reason I said no matter whatever your educational background is, you can learn ABAP. I myself am a mechanical graduate. Okay, I don't even know C language. When I was studying, I didn't even learn C language. But I learned ABAP and I'm teaching ABAP too. Okay, people often say that C language is the most basic coding language. It is a very big myth. Whoever said that don't know ABAP. Because I myself, I was not able to learn. I couldn't learn C language, but I learned ABAP, right? So C language is not the basic programming language. So no matter whatever your educational background is, mechanical, civil, or leave BTech, even if you are from a degree background or an MBA background or an MCA background, whatever your educational background is, you can learn ABAP. Okay, because of its easier coding pattern. Then second benefit, integration with SAP systems means a Salesforce application cannot be integrated to a Java application. A Java application cannot be integrated to a .NET application. A .NET application cannot be integrated to a MuleSoft application. Not possible. But SAP can be integrated with any software in the market. Any software. SAP can integrate with Salesforce, .NET, Java, anything that is there in the market. You can integrate it. That is possible with SAP. Okay. Next, better opportunities due to its flexibility means imagine this way. Okay, so you've joined, let's say you've learned Java, you became a Java consultant, Java developer in some company. After 3 4 years or 5 years 6 years, whatever, there are you feel like it's not challenging anymore. Okay, Java is not challenging anymore. It's not paying you much because you are having basically pretty much same skill set. So there is no big jump in your salary, and it's also very pretty boring for you. So what you will do in this case, you will have to learn something new, but you already know Java. What you will do, you have to learn completely new software. Leave Java, learn something else which is there in the market currently trending. You have to learn that and switch from Java to that software. But in SAP, SAP itself is a very huge ocean. We have different modules in SAP. Now if you're an ABAPer, after let's say 3 4 years, same thing happened to you. Okay, 3 4 years, it's not challenging enough for you. You don't need to go completely off from SAP. Learn any other module in SAP. Learn any other technical module or any functional module. Okay, your wish. You will still be an SAP consultant, but you will have double the skills of in compared to other people. Instead of only ABAP, you will have ABAP plus functional, or with ABAP you will have some other technical module like Fiori, BW, BODS, etc. Whatever you learn. So you will not feel bored. you will also have a better paycheck than your colleagues, right? That flexibility is there in SAP. Finally, SAP community and support. Okay, SAP community and support. So SAP community and support is a web platform that is run by SAP. Okay, so let me just quickly show you a glance of it, how it looks like. So, okay, see, this is what SAP community is. So this is run by SAP themselves. SAP created this web platform to make things easier for the SAP consultant. Okay, so the purpose of this community is there are millions of people in this. See, there are 1.2 million members in this SAP community, and there are 2.7 million posts in this community. There are 400,000 people available currently. They are online now, they are using it. Okay, the benefit of this community is, if you are stuck at any point, let's say you have a doubt in some module, in some, when you're writing the code or something, you get a doubt, right? You get a doubt, so you're stuck. So at that time, all you have to do is you have to come here and you have to find it. Okay, see, all community, it says what are you looking for today. Let's say you are getting some error while creating a table. Okay, error while creating table, something you are getting. So I'll do a find on this. Okay, see how many did I get. These many posts I got. These are all you will get old ones also, you'll get recent ones also. See, 2024 December, May, etc. You'll also get older ones. Like see, 2009, 2021, etc., etc. There are many things. So if I go on, I'll get new ones. Correct? See, so each and every query that you might get is already addressed in this community. Let's say if it's not addressed, then simply you can post a new question. There are many people available. There are 1.2 million members in this community who have an answer for you. Correct? At least one person from these many people will have an answer for you, right? 1.2 million is 12 lakh people. At least one person from these 12 lakh people should know the answer for you. So that's how you're going to get your answer. Okay. At any point of time, if you're stuck, there are 1.2 million members who can help you out. Okay. No other software is having this community. Not Java, not Salesforce. No bigger software in the market is having such community. Only SAP is having this. Right? So this is your biggest benefit out of all the benefits. Right? So this is all we've planned for today. So if you are having any questions, please feel free to ask. So today's demo is specially focused on clarifying your benefit of doubt on whether should I choose SAP, whether should I choose ABAP. If you're having such concerns in your mind, this demo is specially planned to clarify those doubts. So apart from whatever you have discussed today, if you're having any more doubts, you can ask. Okay, I'll wait for a minute. You can post your questions in the chat also. If you're not posting anything in the chat also, then we will conclude today's call. No, you don't need to learn any other module uh, with ABAP. Only ABAP itself is one module. So it's optional. If you want to learn at a later point of time, you can learn it, but not needed. Only ABAP is enough. Okay. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, I'll take it as no doubts then. So we'll conclude today's call at this point. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys.